Hey, it's Dave. It's Saturday night, and uh, it's gonna be the finals of the first two blinds that I did. Uh, I'm gonna take the top two from the first two blinds, and we're gonna come up with a champion tonight. That's gonna move forward. It's gonna be just one going forward. So we got the Bonded from Benchmark. We got the Top Floor from Benchmark. Got the Old Grandad Bonded, and Wild Turkey 101. I think in the first video, I think I screwed up, and I believe that the Top Floor might have won and not the Bonded, but it doesn't matter because I was going to go with the top two tonight anyways, and they're both so close and they're both fantastic. Benchmark Bonded here it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol. It says McAfee Brothers, but they're really not the ones that do it. Buffalo Trace Distillery, very inexpensive, $17.99. I'm guessing this is Top Floor's $13.99, and so the Bonded is aged 4 years. This is not aged as much, maybe 2 or 3, and they feel that putting it in the Top Floor, it ages faster. I don't know if I agree or disagree. What the hell do I know? It's 86 proof, 43% alcohol, both fantastic. Old Grandad Bonded, 100 proof. That means it's 4 years old at least. Old Grandad, I think it's a Beam product, but I can't remember. And I'm not going to go through all who does this and who does that. We went through this already. This was the winner in the other one, Wild Turkey 101. I didn't like this at first as much, and now obviously I do like it. It's a Wild Turkey distilling. Really good stuff. They're all really good stuff. So what I got here is, they call it a Lazy Susan, and I saw another video where they called it a Drunken Susan. So everything should be in alphabetical order. So let's see if I can find the A glass. That's the A glass. So Bonded, Benchmark, Bonded. That's going to be the letter A. Brandon's not feeling well. He's got a migraine tonight, so I decided to do something a little different, and I just spilled. And I get to lick it up. Lick it up. It's on it right now. So that's going to go there. I'm going to put this down on the ground. So that's the Bonded. Let's see. That's B. You'd think Bonded would be B, wouldn't you? But Top Floor is going to be B. Do. So the Bonded, it's 100 proof. The Top Floor is 86. The Old Grandad is 100 because it's also bonded. I'm gonna put that on the ground. The Old Grandad is C, senor. So I'm gonna try to do this without screwing it up. I think the Drunken Susan or the Lazy Susan, as they call it. That's going to definitely help. Whoa, almost went too far. Whoa, Nelly. Oh, hey, that was pretty good, actually. And since I'm such a scatterbrain, I'll easily forget. See, I forgot which cork it went into. And Mr. Turkey Witch, I have decided I'm going to go out and get a 1.75 liter bottle, which I have never done before. I have not bought a bottle twice yet, and Wild Turkey's to be the first one. Oh, I hope I got enough. I'm going to make it, and I got enough for another one later if I want. Okay, that's going to go down there. That's going to go down there. I don't even remember which is which. I'm going to close my eyes and move things around a little bit, because now I have no fucking clue. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. What's what? I have no idea what's what. And now we're going to spin this around. It's probably better to do it this way. I don't know what's what. I have no clue. So I'm just going to put them out like this. like this. Thank you, Drunken Susan. We'll do nose first. I mean, if you look at them, they look almost exactly alike. They might be a little darker. So, like I said, the top floor bonded was about $17.99. The top floor, the benchmark bonded $17.99. The benchmark top floor was $13.99. The Old Grandad was about $18.99, somewhere in that range, and the Wild Turkey, $20 maybe. I mean, they're all under $23. I mean, I don't know what this is. Gotta make sure I don't look at the label, so I'm gonna go like that. I'm not great at the sniff thing. My nose is just such a disastrous mess. But I can post nice little drip. Stuff in there, it's just crazy. A little bit of sweetness. Brown sugar, cinnamon. It's a great nose. Again, I don't judge things as much by nose. I worry more about the taste. To me, the nose is cool. It's cool to smell things and to see how different they are, but how does it taste? I mean, it's the same with food. Food can look great, look like crap, but if it tastes great, who cares? That's how I look at it. It's a little similar. They're all going to be similar. They're all bourbons and stuff, but a little stronger maybe. A little brown sugary sweetness. Very good. Now that is not as strong. Definitely not as strong. Maybe it's a lower proof. Maybe it's not. The hell do I know? I am a beginner who's loving this journey. Now that's the sweetest one and the most different smell that I've had. Wow, this is the best aroma. Whichever this number 4 is the best aroma by far. Wow, so different. Well, here it goes. What do you think? Hope I'm recording. That would suck. I keep forgetting I can't look. Fantastic. Brown sugar, sweet. Little bit of proof it tastes like, but this is going to be harder than hell. I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. But I will. Oh, the Cubs got shut out. They suck. Losing to Arizona. What a joke. Cub fans. God, it sucks to be a White Sox fan, but at least we didn't have a prayer this year. The Cubs, they all thought they were going to make the playoffs. Got the great Craig Counsell. We got the greatest manager ever. He's a good manager. I'm jealous. We got Pedro. He sucks. Good. Really good. Not as sweet as this one. A little bit of heat, but frickin' good. Yeah, this is really tough. Number 3. A little nutty. Delicious. A little oak. Not as sweet as these two. If I had to guess, I'd say that maybe that's the Old Grandad, but the last time I guessed like that, I completely missed. So, let's try number 4. What do you think? Good idea? I think so. Oh, I love that aroma. And I've never noticed that before. Oh, what a great nose. That one's got some heat to it. A little bit of sweetness. Freaking phenomenal. Okay, so all four tie, and we're just going to move on, and I'm done. There's a name you don't see enough of, Yastrzemski. I'm old enough to see Mike Yastrzemski's grandfather play, Carl, number 8 for the Boston Red Sox. God, that guy could hit a baseball. Good outfielder, too. I think he's still alive. I think he's still with us. His dad, Mike's dad, passed away at a young age. I think he had some type of cancer. So I follow stuff like that. I saw Mike Yastrzemski play at in a spring training game in Florida. We went to Fort Lauderdale where the Red Sox train, and they got it's I think JetBlue Park, and they've got a baby green monster. It's very cool. I've actually been to Boston at the real Green Monster. I saw a doubleheader there. That was cool. We went to a Aerosmith bar, and God, we had a good time. Somehow they made me the driver, which was a big mistake. I don't know how we got back, but that was then. You can get away with stuff like that. Don't do that now. Shouldn't have done it then. Anywho, let's go back for taste number 2. Oh, this is good. This is really good. I think this is lower proof, and if I'm gonna guess, home run. I'm gonna guess that's the top floor. That's my guess. Which would be crazy if A ended up in the first spot, but Hay's got a 25% chance, doesn't it? Yes, I'm Mr. Math. Actually, I'm really good at percentages and math and put numbers in my head. And I remember we were in Vegas once, and my dad had like 50 checks, and he had them written down on a piece of paper, and he used a calculator, and I added them up in my head faster than he did on his calculator. So it's one of my few gifts in life. Nutty. That taste was a little nutty, a little hot. This is definitely a higher proof. This is one of the 100s or the 101. This is top floor. I'm going to bet money on it. Of course, I'll be wrong, but it's really good, though. Interesting. It's a little nuttier. I don't know, man. I guess it doesn't matter what they are. It matters which flavor I like best. And I'm finding more and more I think I'm liking lower proof right now better than higher proof. I bought some Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and it's phenomenal, but I got a Russell's 10, which is only 100 proof, and I like the Russell's better. And everybody loves the Rare Breed, but I think, with time, with anything, you just eventually start liking the higher proof better. You get used to it more. I didn't like the Wild Turkey at first. Now that one's a little bit nutty. A little bit of anise. Wow, this is going to be tough. I mean, right now, I think my leader is A. But, oof. So I'm going to go backwards. Go in reverse, and it's going to be so hard. But I do think I've got a big time leader. Figuring out, which doesn't matter, I guess, since you're picking out a champion, but figuring out beat, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be, different. That's a weird commercial. All right, here we go. Really good. Sweet, a little bit of anise flavor to it. Pretty good. And they're all good. Jesus Christ, I don't think I've got one that's bad. It's the Clark and Sheffield, which is the Benny's brand, and as a sipper, makes a pretty good drink. Most bourbons make a pretty good drink, but it's about the only one that I have tasted that I said, no, I don't think so. I wouldn't sip this. The rest of them are just, they all have, the very old Barton is probably the next closest to being just so-so, but it's still really good. And for $16, $18, good God. That's got a little bit of an ease, but right now that's in second place, I think. Huh. Well, we got here, Tampa beating the Yankees 9-1. There you go. So good. Probably the hottest one. Gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna take another sip of A. Delicious. You know, the problem is now that you've got all these tastes in your mouth that they may be interfering with each other a little bit and playing off of each other, but we've got a pretty good idea of what's going to win and what's not going to win. But we're going to do this again backwards, and I'm going to give rankings as I go from, 4 to 1. Burleson got an RBI, one of my fantasy guys. I play fantasy base. I play fantasy everything. Fantasy football, baseball, hockey, basketball. I'm really good at basketball. I usually have about 32 teams, and I usually win at least 50% of my leagues. That's not easy to do, let me tell you. It's a lot of work. It's too much work. I'm insane. Okay, here we go. That was the best taste of that one yet. I'm going to give that one an 82. Now, not going to, against something else, that could be something else, but I'm starting with like 80 as a base, I guess. Really good. But I'm going to go with an 80. So right now this is ahead of this one. I'm going to make this an 81. So right now this is second, fourth, third. Here we go. That's definitely in first. Alright. Let's find out what we got here. That's D. D isn't... Yeah, crap. A is in last place. A was the Bonded. Top floor Bonded. That's a surprise to me. Each time I do this, each time I taste the same product, it just tastes different sometimes. I mean, it's just crazy. So, in fourth place is the Bonded benchmark. In third place is D, which is Turkey 101, which I didn't expect. It's so good. I may switch these two around. Let's see. I'm going to do it. It's not fair, but I'm going to do it anyways. This is... Can't see because the letters are so goddamn... C. So C is the Old Grandad. I'm going to put... Not right to do because I know what it was, but this definitely tastes better than Old Grandad, which is great because the winner is going to be Top Floor, which again is lower proof, which doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. Excuse me. looks like an 8 because it's upside down. It's a B. B is top floor. So there you go. So top floor is going to move forward. And so my next grouping is going to be like $23.99 to $27.99, which is going to be things like, I don't even know. There's going to be some interesting things though. Trying to remember what the hell was in that grouping. Gosh, I can't even tell you. I don't know. 1792 will be in that, and I had something like fantastic. Oh my freaking god, 1792 is so good. So I'll be curious to see how 1792 goes up against other things. Blind, maybe, I don't know if Four Roses Small Batch is going to be in that group, or Knob Creek. I don't really know what the next, oh what a catch, holy shit. I don't know what the next grouping is going to be, but it's going to be really interesting. Probably a little fuller flavors. Probably everything's going to be in the 90s, proof-wise. I'm going to guess. Maybe the hundreds. But we'll see. We're going to do a group of 4 there, and then another group of 4. Oh, I know what'll be in it. I just bought the Base Makers, which was in the 20s. Had some tonight too. Phenomenal. Maybe I'll throw the Makers 46 into that group. That was like $29.99. That's a little oakier. Be fun to kind of see which one. I think I prefer the 46, but how will it go blind? That's a great thing about the blinds is you have no clue. If you would have asked me, I would have probably, well, you should have asked me. I should have asked myself. Anyways, I was right about this being the top floor. I would have guessed that top floor and Wild Turkey 101 would have been 1 and 2. Would have guessed that, but Old Grandad is great. And the Bonded's really good too. I mean, it really is. It's just, it's an older version of this. It's a little bit higher proof. Really, not that much more. I guess it's 100. There's a big difference between 100 and 86. You wouldn't think that, but there is. But the flavors on all these are just fantastic, and the flavors on the 4 that didn't make it tonight are fantastic. Do your own thing. Do your investigation. Go on YouTube. Watch SLB Drinks. There's a whole bunch of great bourbon aficionados that know a lot on YouTube, and that's where I'm learning from. Oh, Bosco's coming up. Hi, Bosco. Say hi. Say hi. Hello? Got nothing to say. She says hi once, and then you stop. You don't say hi anymore? Say goodnight to Drunken Susan. I love this thing. This thing's so cool. I hope you enjoy this. I enjoy the hell out of it, and I'm going to finish these because that's what we do. Here's the thing that I've always felt about alcohol. I've always felt, especially if you're not driving and you shouldn't drive, but that you should finish your glass because there are sober people in China. Okay? And, they shouldn't suffer, and you shouldn't suffer, and it's all great. And so if you get a little bit more of a hangover, that's okay. I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going out. We were supposed to go see a Journey band tonight, and my son wasn't feeling well, Brandon. And I didn't want to go out without everybody, so we'll do something else. We got Brett Michaels coming to town soon in Elk Grove on July 30th. We got ARRA, which is also a Journey REO Speedwagon type band at Northbrook Days. The 38 Specials coming to McHenry, but that's like $70 a ticket. That's not happening. We'd love to go see 80s rock bands. 80s rock is the best. It's what I grew up on. Maybe the next time you see me, my hair will be darker somehow. It's a miracle. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. I'm just having fun. Fantasy football's coming up soon. The Bears are coming up. Baseball season ended from day one. Blackhawks are going to be better. The Bulls are going to be more interesting because DeMar Rosen isn't going to kill the ball, and I love DeMar, but he's not going to kill the ball. The rookies, the new kid we took is looking good. Drink responsibly. I'm stealing that from SLB. I steal a lot of things. Really, just enjoy. Try different things. Investigate. That's the most important thing, is investigate, because you're going to find people online that have a similar palate that you do, and I'm finding like on Bourbon Junkies, I probably have more of the same palate that Dan does, which is, I think he can be such a Dan. I enjoy both of them. I think I would enjoy hanging with Sean better, but I think my palate is more like Dan's. And then SLB is fun. Father, son, love watching those guys. There's a whole bunch of really good people on YouTube. So hope you enjoy this. Please subscribe. This is Dave. Love y'all. Happy Saturday night. Go Bears. Caleb Williams. Toodles. And we'll see you next time. And I'm going to bend over to turn this off because this is the only way to do it. And